Greetings, Huntsmen and Huntresses. Welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Oh, this one I didn't expect to see around. Who is it? Oh, May. Didn't pin you down as one of those kinds. Didn't pin you down as one of those. One for those kinds of events. Not one for dressing up unless it's strictly necessary. But I do enjoy a good distraction, especially before a hunt. A hunt? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to be a specific place to target a specific grim, so I'd say yes. Purest form of hunter work, really. This is how the profession started. Really? I thought it would have been started with some sort of protective militia. You don't need aura to put up a defense position and use dust-based weaponry. The profession of hunters started as a way to get the grim before they got to the settlements, because for all the variety of monstrositiesness, grim can't plan, they just act. A functioning brain has always been the greatest advantage we've had over everything else, be it beast or grim. Grim can't plan? What's on your mind? The whole thing you said about grim, the fact they don't plan, you sure about that? Absolutely. Even if their behavior may at times become increasingly complex, it doesn't become an actual consciousness. It's just a byproduct of their main instincts, which differs from each species of grim. And why is that? That's the advanced grim studies. I'll give you a brief rundown if you'd like, but not today. Today is a distraction day. You're right. We should think about having fun, shouldn't we? Yeah. Join me for a drink? This is not good. It's done. I trust no one was the wiser? No, ma'am. Very well done, Emerald. Now, let's bingle. We have a party to get back to, and our teammate has been covering for you long enough. You're referring to Neo, aren't you? But then again, she basically came as herself, so wonder how that would work. Well, I can't say that I'm not having fun. Yang has really gone above and beyond with this event. Still, I wonder how much of it she managed to actually enjoy and experience. My time spent with her has been, well, very little, and I'm her date. I can only guess how much she's managed to quit the chaperone role. Think of the devil. There she is. God, that was a long evening. Never, ever let anyone talk you into doing something like this alone, Kenshi. Did someone talk you into it? Nope, I offered. I'm such a dummy. I should have asked Weiss for help. I'm sure she would have been great at this stuff. That sounds like a great plan. Yes. And why didn't you? And why did you not? Because I didn't want other people to be inconvenienced, and so I took all the misery upon myself. Sorry for my life. Yep, sounds like you, alright. Remember when I went behind your back trying to take opportunities from you to do things away from you? Oh, perfectly. We had a moment there. Or two. Or three. Indeed. I'm going to do that to anyone. And I'm not going to do that to anyone, and you did ask me to give you stuff to do instead. But I feel like just replacing one kind of obligation with another, I don't think it's healthy in the long run. You might have a point there. So, what about before taking on another task or project, you talk about it with someone. It can be Ruby, it can be Blake, it can even be me. But I feel like it'd help you balance better if you talked about it beforehand with someone else. D-Man, are you offering to be my secretary here? I just think that if, by your own admission, you don't really balance your schedule of your own, it'll help putting more heads in hierarchy with a general overlook of your affairs. Is this about Raven's proposal? I doubt you've spoken with anyone but me about it, but no. This is about your life. This is about the life of Yang Xiaolong, which I think she should start living for herself sooner rather than later, instead of trying to replace one life mission with another. You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. Think you got any right to tell me what to do with my life just because we've been briefly dating? Well, someone has at least tried. Ruby loves you too much, and Blake doesn't know enough. So it might as well be me telling you. Your mother made you a proposal. She isn't forcing you into anything. So think about this from a perspective of another person. People need me. Because this isn't an act of normal service. It's deciding what to do with the rest of your life. I'll think about it. If you give me a good slow dance. It'd be my pleasure. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Oh, that is a beautiful image. Oh, it looks so beautiful, and I love it. Wow. I don't want to think about anything else. Anything that isn't us. Just for this dance. Make it just about us, please. Blake, I need your help with something. What is it? The stubborn blonde would probably make a scene if I sent her this, so please forward it to her as I forward it to you, yes? So I'll be good. Oh, I see. Pretty nice of you, Ice. Didn't do much. Sure he books a room for herself. Getting her an upgrade was a simple matter, really. Still, it was nice of you. Well, this ought to be interesting. I did like that music. It was so beautiful. Alright, grab your coat, we're going. Oh, can I ask where? I mean, I have an idea, but I wouldn't want to assume. Ah, you're adorable. Hopefully, you're more confident later. I'll need you to take the lead. So, you got a place or booked a room, and it seems like our favorite Eris upgraded it while we were slow dancing, so it'd be quite discourteous not to use it, wouldn't you say? Are you sure? Yes. I won't ask again. I won't ask again, then. Let's go. Well, this'll be good. A message from Kenshi. I see. Everyone, Kenji said that we shouldn't wait up for him to come back tonight. More privacy for the two of us then. Did he say why? Apparently Yang got a room in a love hotel in Vale, and that White upgraded it to a luxury one. So thoughtful. What's a love hotel? I'll tell you when you're older. Penny, you're a sweetheart, but don't you dare! It's the night of blondes then, I guess. Yeah, and Janara will tell you when you're older. Maybe when you're 20. Make that 22. 23. 25 tops. Ooh, that was awkward. You stayed up all night, milady. I can't help it, Emerald. When I find a good read, I can't help but turn page after page after page. And what's more interesting than the personal files of all possible competitors in the Vital Festival? Have you found anything interesting? Well, let's start with the one of my dear Jeepers has quite a hidden secret. Jeepers sounds dumb, but I admit that Team Jade is a mouthful. A mouthful to pronounce. Moving on. Why not just call us Team Jade? Because that's basically what we're supposed to be named. That's quite a collection of eccentrics in this tournament. Plenty of people we could use. There's something particularly juicy about one of my favorites from winning the overall tournament. Very, very interesting. And who would that be? I dread to figure it out. I may have gone overboard, but she was just too cute. And hey, there are worse things in the world than having to piggyback carry your girlfriend after... Oh, hey, Jack. This is awkward. So, I guess Miss Lavender lives around here? Quite. You? Love Hotel. So, you're into older women? I don't think I'm a lesbian, if that's what you're asking. But, trying to deny that I'm into women would be pretty silly after tonight. I guess you're a bi then. Best of both worlds. If I ever get with a man, I'll let you know how they compare. Anyway, you should bring Sleeping Beauty back to her room. Yeah, I reckon I should. And you better come get some shut-eye yourself, partner. It's a very nice evening, and we need to turn our brains off after everything else for one day. But tomorrow, we gotta go. Vod's run 'em. I know. My first step towards getting back your trust. Aren't we going there so that you won't get expelled and our team won't break up? Honestly, by this point, I seriously doubt there's anything that could break us up. And between Beacon and your trust, well, one is more important. Jack, you're more important than a soup at the school to us anyway. You're our friend, you're our partner. We love and care about you. And husband gets in the way of that, he's dead. Plain and simple. As far as a place as far away from Vale Capital as it is from Vacuo's settlements, and where their joint alliance made their last stand. I'm awake for the history lessons. School's out, isn't it? I make coffee, everyone. You're way too cheerful. So early in the morning, love. It's dinner time, doofus. Historians have fought over how exactly the Battle of Von Rundrum ended, but they all agreed how we got there. The joint force of Atlas and Mistral showed themselves superior number, tactics, technology, time and time again. To their shame, the royals of Vale had fled west over the mountains towards the allied lands of Vacuo, with what remains of their forces, leaving Vale citizens to suffer under occupation. But before crossing the desert, they stopped at Varundrum. They started building fortifications. Why would they do that? It's unclear who came up with the idea. Most credit is to the King of Vale, Grandpa. Also unclear of the reasons. Most probably it was because that they'd be just putting themselves in a long siege. Atlas's flying machines had already braved Vale's mountains. They would conquer Vale's deserts too. Others say that would be their plan all along, lure the bulk of the enemy armies to a place where they would unleash their secret weapon. Well, why wouldn't they use it earlier? Maybe the details were never cleared. Only the stories remain about how the king Troilus won the battle with a single swing of his sword. Anyway, the facts are, there's a ridge in Valrundrum with a wall so perfect it looks cut out with a blade, and it saw the biggest loss of life of the entire war. 2/3 of the people who died in the Great War died in Valrundrum. Everyone immediately sued for peace after the battle was won. It was a massacre. There's no two ways saying it nicely, and most of the bodies were never recovered. What? Why? Simply put, there wasn't enough men or resources. Everyone had their hands full taking care of the living, injured to nurse or nations to rebuild, trees to draft, and monarchs obstructing. Grandfather, did you act out of shame? And of course, the Grim. I can only imagine how many Grim a battle that big must have brought upon them. Indeed, lowering the creatures actually became incorporated into the tactics of Atlas and Mistral during the Great War. They essentially weaponized the Grim. Sounds like Dr. Marlet to me. Never played the game, but people love to use him in fanfics as a reason why some types of Grim exist. It's a cool concept, but I wish they'd create better RWBY-based video games. I'm just saying. Because Roosty's been sucking about it lately. Weaponized the Grim. But that's the only start of it. More than Grim, they were attracted to the battle. The real problem was the Grim created by it. The Grim created by the battle? I don't have any knowledge in my database. No surprise, this is considered to be advanced Grim theory. Most hunters only need to know how to properly kill them anyway. Grim are attracted to negative emotions of humanity, yes, but a theory that there was being researched and more widely accepted by the day is that they are born of fears. And what I mean by using the plural is that each different species of Grim is born with a different fear humans possess. What kind of people are afraid of pigs, then? I mean, getting afraid of ravens, I understand. You know, Nevermores are ravens. I mean, they're basically association with death. And after all, what do you call a collection of ravens? A murder. Oh wait, no, that's crows. Yeah, a murder of crows. I don't know what you call a collection of ravens, but something like that. And elephants, but then I guess some people don't want to be crushed by them. Any fear? That is still being researched. From the general rule is that more complex the fear, the rarer and more powerful the Grim is. But what about the giant turtle? What kind of fear is that he can be that powerful? The Gamora is born of a simple fear of wild animals. Stepping-tailed to be precise. It's so powerful because of this. The other aspect factor into a Grim's power, its age. Any Grim, if it survives long enough, can become as powerful as Gamera was, but the time varies between species. Sorry guys, I had to scratch my nose. Rare Grim have a tendency to mature faster or are born powerful to begin with. Thankfully, they're rare. Our target in Valrundrum is one of such rare Grim, the first of its species born from the brutal exchange of the Great War. But sorry, but I can't not ask now. What fear is this Grim supposed to have been born from? The fear of not returning. No return? A wise man once said, humans become civilized when they started burying their dead, because a burial is a rite of passage, and the reconciliation is such for the living as it is for the dead. But with the Great War, for the first time in thousands of families all over the world, especially after Valrundrum became aware of that wouldn't be possible, and mostly the soldiers dying on the battlefield so far from home is their last moments realize that Nothing of them, no body or belongings would ever return to their loved ones. Just like with World War One, apparently people still bury up bodies from back then, even today. It's heartbreaking, honestly. Amber, and it was on that consideration of dread that gave birth to the grim species known as Keers. Is that our target? The reason why you want to go Verundrum for? No. The Keers are tricky opponents, but still nothing as well prepared for a fully fledged hunter can't kill. Nothing to her. Revenge. She's doing it for revenge. No. My target is the very first of the Keers, who still resides in the ruined lands of Verundrum, and who, after 100 years, evolved into a new species, the alpha of all Keers, their queen. The Nyx. Also, no, I'm pretty sure Nyx is the Greek titan of the sky, of darkness in the night sky. And I think death as well, but my Greek is a little rusty. I may have to play Hades one day, because I do own the game and I do want to play it. Chapter 12. From those who shall have been bore the fight. Well guys, that's the end of the video here. Like so, like, comment, and subscribe. It's Jeff, and I'm out of here. See ya.